Hi, my name is Chan. In a few weeks, centers like yours all across the country will be hosting open houses designed to preview the preschool and kindergarten programs. I'm here today to help you and your staff prepare for these important events. This video will walk you through some of the valuable things you'll need to know to hold successful preschool and kindergarten previews. We'll discuss what you need to do to prepare, how you should be setting up your classrooms, and how best to work the event. These important events offer each of you the valuable chance to demonstrate to parents just what makes your center special. When parents come looking for childcare, they expect that you'll provide a caring and attentive environment, that their child will be loved and will learn, that they will be safe and they'll have fun in your care. Your open house event is a great opportunity to show them that this is what you provide. But remember, that's only the beginning. As a Kindercare center, you provide so much more than that, and it's up to you to make sure parents understand this. No other childcare provider, large or small, can match the experience, the resources, and the completeness of the programs you bring to your center. And because of that, you deliver something no one else can. No one else can give parents the same peace of mind they will get from you and your staff each and every day. Be proud of that. It's quite a thing to be able to say, and it makes you special. You are an important part of a wonderful team, and these preview events are meant to show that to parents. Completeness of programs. What does that mean? Well, it's talking about all the thought, energy, and skill that go into developing every program you offer. And that's particularly relevant to your upcoming preview event, because this event is all about showing off the preschool and kindergarten programs. And if you're going to be successful doing that, you'll have to do more than just show how nice the room looks. You'll need to be able to demonstrate and explain why we do the things we do and what the benefits are. But don't worry, we have a program to help you with this as well. Now, you already know everything you need to have a successful preview event. Remember, all we're doing with these events is demonstrating what each of us does every day. The difference is, now you'll be doing it for adults and will need to explain why. Begin by reviewing the tools you have. You should have received a talking points tool in your P9 shipment. Spend some time familiarizing yourself with the information in this tool, especially those sections dedicated to your preschool and kindergarten programs. Next, brush up on the curriculum for your open house week. You may be holding your event either the week of February 24th or March 3rd. We're preparing for the first week, so for 2s, that will be Manual 3, Week 3. For 3s, it's Manual 7, Week 1. For 4s, use Manual 7, Week 3. And for kindergarten, it's the Winter Manual themed Exploring My World, Week 4. If your event is the second week, you'll need to reference the open house outline for the week of March 3rd. Remember, you'll need to be able to explain why we do every activity and what the benefits are. You can find this information in the Background for Teachers section in the manual. Teachers are incredibly important to parents and their children. It's essential that everyone be prepared to show parents the wonderful things they do. The entire team at the center should be familiar with the questions parents might ask and how they might respond. Use the Talking Points tool to direct your conversations. Take some time and role-play a sample exchange. If someone is new to the classroom, be sure to spend extra time with them. Remember, you may need to rely on their quick thinking during the event. Don't assume anything. Prepare, practice, and encourage. This is also a great opportunity to recognize the value of what every teacher does. Let's not forget, this is also their chance to shine. They put a lot of themselves into their work. Let's recognize that. Let's quickly review. Review your talking points and marketing sourcebook information. Review the curriculum manuals for the week. Spend time with your team preparing for the event. Recognize the value of all staff members. Their confidence is contagious. As a Kindercare center, you have many advantages you can be proud of. One of the biggest advantages is the curriculum series that has been created by the Education Department. As center directors and teachers, we know what these programs are, but the reality is, oftentimes the parents do not. And that's what these preview events are all about, showing parents what happens every day in your classrooms and explaining why. We've provided you with the tools to help with your classroom setup. This video, which will walk you through sample classroom set, the printed outline that accompanies this video, and the guidelines posted on the intranet site. During this event, we'll be previewing Week 1 of Manual 7. Everything you need should already be in the classroom. Here's how you can set it up to really make a difference. On a display table, you should arrange the important curriculum information for all parents to see. First is the weekly lesson plan. Then, Letterbook Z. Next, hand-signed poster for Zoom. That's found on page 179. Also, a copy of the Development Continuum Checklist. Weekly letter to parents from page 263. And finally, a copy of the Parent's Guide to Early Childhood Education. And there's a recommended theme book, The Night Worker. Let's put that right here. And I'm going to place this manual open to pages 131 and 132. It's the featured week of Manual 7, Off to Work. Well, it's an impressive array of tools. Later, when you're discussing them, be prepared to tell parents why and how you use them. In each room, we're also going to prepare 2 activities for visiting children to implement. Miss Jenny is preparing Activity 5, Rumble Roadsters. You can find that one on page 130 of the manual. Miss Tanya is helping to prepare Activity 6, which is Boats. Keep in mind, we're showing you the setup for the first week's event. If your event is planned for the second week, refer to your open house guidelines for appropriate materials. Now that you've set up your show and tell materials, it's time to turn an eye to the discovery areas. These are such an important part of your curricula. It's vital that you show them off well. Make sure all your discovery areas are clean, well marked, organized, and appropriate for the curriculum being featured this evening. For more on how to build great discovery areas, refer to the manual on creating interesting places for learning that should be readily available at your center. It can also help guide your classroom sets for this event. And with that, we've completed our setup. Now let's review. Clearly exhibit education materials. Display theme book. Prepare each of 2 recommended featured activities. Make sure discovery areas are clean, well marked, organized, and appropriate for the curriculum being featured this evening. Parent-teacher communications are a vital part of our program, so we should also make sure all our daily communication tools are clearly and properly displayed. Notice one thing we've done here is post teacher bios. Parents almost always want to know about a teacher's background, so you'll save yourself a lot of time if you put that information right out front. Center directors, you have a big responsibility here to make sure they're all properly proofread. Now you're ready. Oh, but before we move on, here are 2 final thoughts. Remember to adequately staff for these events. This evening in particular can get pretty busy. You're holding this event at a peak traffic time to begin with. Make sure you have plenty of help to handle it. And finally, promote the event aggressively. With this video, we've also included a flyer that will show you all the special marketing materials at your disposal. Greet every parent like it's the first time you're meeting them. If their child is with them, then bend down to welcome them as well. Even though you may have seen that child many times during the day, their presence on this evening is special, and many parents will watch and note the relationship between you and their child. It's also beneficial to introduce new families to others in their age group. Not only will it help them feel at home, but it will also help foster your own sense of community. Introduce the other teachers right away, and when you do, be sure to have a sincere compliment for them. Not only will it help start the conversation on a high note, it will give your teacher confidence at a time when they may be feeling a little awkward and shy. Make sure you show off a few key areas of the classroom. The parent board, for example, should always be a featured discussion. Not only is it a great way to lead the explanation of how you communicate with parents, it's also a great way to show the differences between each age group's curriculum. Parents may be familiar with their child's current curriculum, but keep in mind there are differences between each age group, and it's up to you to point them out. The discovery areas are the central framework of our curricula. At your event, you should use these areas much the same way as you use them during the day. Have your teachers explain each one to the parents. Use this opportunity to show how their children learn specific skills. Explain how children at this developmental stage are learning by doing. Point out that the discovery areas will change as weekly themes change. Remember, even though they may be here every day, parents don't often have the chance to explore these areas. Parents will always appreciate knowing the thought and care that goes into creating them. Again, the differences in discovery areas from one age group to another speak volumes about the differences between each of the curricula series. Nothing shows off your center better than teachers confidently going about their daily activities. That's why these preview events are specifically designed to include activities from your everyday curricula. Even though your center is filled with adults this evening, don't be intimidated. After all, we're all just overgrown children. Engage parents in these activities and you'll see just how quickly everyone understands the benefits of each. You'll also see how quickly everyone falls into a pattern of comfortable, involved conversation. Believe me, connecting your parents in this type of hands-on discovery will do more to help retain enrollment than anything you or I may say to them. Finally, let's not forget, the ultimate goal of this event is enrollment. You've gone through all this effort preparing. You've spent the evening sharing your knowledge. Now is the time to ask a family to enroll. Whether it's getting a current family to re-enroll or a new family to enroll for the first time, it's important to remember, always be enrolling. It's simple, really, and you don't need any fancy techniques. As you're saying goodbye, let them know how much you appreciate their visit tonight, how much you'd like their child in your class, and ask if they'd like to join your center. More than likely, you'll hear a very positive yes. After all, you are the best at what you do. Let's review. Remember your etiquette. Involve your teachers right away. Don't assume parents will know what to expect. Show off the discovery areas. Use the featured activities to your advantage. Invite them to enroll. Putting on an event of this nature is not easy, but the rewards can be great. We hope you found this video helpful, but this is just a start. There's a system and an entire support group behind you ready to help you succeed. If you feel you need more help, speak to your area manager, regional marketing manager, or your corporate marketing representative. They're there to help.